giving up many offensive rebounds, disciplined by getting a high hand.
Quick hands, Adams knifing off the defender, using his body beautifully and finishing at the rim.
To force UConn to shoot from outside and also throw a different look to throw them off defensively.
3 freshmen on the floor as the shot clock now is down to 5. Jalen Adams has to hoist one up and he gets it to go. Jalen Adams rattles it in. Here comes Alteri Gilbert. Jackson, the quick release on the left side, halfway down, and that comes out. Stephen Enoch can't get it to go, but Jalen Adams finally does. It has to go down as an upset.
Oh, it is. I mean, UConn has more talent, but obviously that doesn't guarantee a victory.
In the Colonial Athletic Association this year, there's Bryma missing, but running down his own rebound. Right to the 10, strong move by Jalen Adams, getting the bucket and the foul to put UConn on the scoreboard. It's in, and can't get it to go, and here comes Connecticut. They look to run. Jalen Adams right down the lane and lays it in. Jalen Adams. And here come the Connecticut Huskies once again. Adams wide open on the left side, drains the 3 to tie this game at 15 apiece. Who gathers and scores. Jeremy Miller now with 5 points for Northeastern, and the Northeastern Huskies open the lead back to 4. Adams right back the other way, creating for himself.
He's trying to stay positive over there on the sideline because he knows he has UConn on the ropes with his talented team.
Jalen Adams all the way to the 10, attacking. Adams attacking all the way to the goal, and Jalen Adams right by Jeremy Miller. Shot clock now at 6. Jalen Adams trying to do it himself, and he does do it himself. Picks up the loose ball.
Went to his 2-3 zone, causing the turnover. And to keep changing defenses and attack.
Well, there's attack right on cue. Jalen Adams getting to the basket.
Stepped up on the ball, but nobody helped.
Jalen Adams straight away, and that one goes down. A 3 for Jalen Adams, and Connecticut trying to heat up.
Flawless, that's for sure. That was not a good call.
Spin move inside, won't go down by Amayo. Here comes Adams. 1-on-3, Euro step, kissing in off the window, Jalen Adams.
Leads not only of his defender, but of the secondary and tertiary defenders.
Adams with the drive and all the way to the goal to get UConn on the board.
You're going to have to make plays.
For the Cowboys, 7.5 to go here in the first half. We've still got North Carolina and Chaminade, the host school, coming later tonight on ESPN2. Tough floater will go. Bank shot there for Adams. But then Oklahoma State stretched it out towards the end of the half. Adams probing the kick back to Facey, not an offensive player. He'll hand it off. Baseline drive, tough angle there, but a good finish for Adams. Coming later tonight, the last game of the day here in the Valley. You'll see that game on ESPN2 as Roy Williams Tar Heels will take the court against the host school. 3 from the wing by Jalen Adams. Here like clockwork every 4 years. He loves it here.
Well, the Tar Heels came out a little bit early and played the University of Hawaii in Honolulu. They used to go to California. Back in 2005, they played Santa Clara. It was actually the 04 tournament in the 2004.
Rebound of the town.
A lot of Hall of Famers he played for. That's not even mentioning Jim Calhoun.
Floater, Adams, 60-46. Can you turn quiet kids into talkers?
Yes, on the basketball floor you can.
Worked for you.
Yeah, sadly for you, you can't turn talkers into quiet analysts.
Yeah.
He's got size, tremendous competitor. Steve Alford has ratcheted up the recruiting in Westwood. He is bringing in players. Block and change shots around the rim and also the rebound, which is where he needs to make his biggest improvement. He needs to be a better rebounder.
Bryma, Adams, and 3 freshmen in the game right now for UConn. Step back jumper. Tough shot. Rattles in for Jalen Adams, who's got 21 points in the second half alone.
To make a play, Jawan Evans is the guy you want.
And the 3 for Adams. It's an 8-point game with 2:28 to go. Adams with 28.
You know, if players were stepping out of bounds 80 times a game, you wouldn't say, well, just call some of them. You'd say, stop stepping out of bounds.
Long rebound comes to Adams. He'll force up a 3 and hit it. And it's a 4-point game.
That's the future. Here's Purvis from long range.
And the rebound run down by Jalen Adams for UConn, and a nice move to the basket by Adams.
How fun is he?
35 points in the win against UConn yesterday, as Jalen Adams went 34 for UConn against Okie State. Broke the record, in fact, last year here at the Maui Jim Maui Invitational against St. John's.
Chaminade, they play 10 intercollegiate sports.
Jalen Adams, the jumper. George Shastry missing from way deep and went on to have a long NBA career as Jalen Adams converts in transition.
Jalen Adams, so smooth, so fluid.
Rebound control by Amida Brimo.
One of the great things about watching Chaminade playing is you learn quickly who can play.
And one for Jalen Adams.
Because when you're playing against people who are bigger and stronger than you are and who can jump higher.
Until the Tar Heels went on a 14-3 run to end the half. Adams falling away.
Wow. Nash, Santa Clara University, draw all the defenders to a guy who doesn't really want to shoot the ball underneath there. Spot up at the three-point line.
Adams again, 15 for Jalen Adams.
Choice.
Kevin Johnson was my guy.
Oh, wow.
Mayor of Sacramento is Jalen Adams, hangs in the air as 17. Out on the three, and Jalen Adams clears for UConn. Adams leans in off the window, and 19 now for Adams after a career high 34 against Oklahoma State. Shot clock at 7.
But it's been all about the Rodneys in the last couple of games here. We had Pryor yesterday, Purvis today.
And Adams gets to the basket, and it's all about Jalen Adams for UConn. Purvis at the table getting set to check in. Good sign for Kevin Olin. Adams again.
What he has done to change this world and make it a better place.
Shot clock at 5. Adams got it to go.
Wow, that's a big time play right there.
Injured in the game right before UConn came to Maui when they were on their way. They played Little Marymount in LA as that one spins in for Jalen Adams, his first point. Rebound, and here comes UConn and Jalen Adams.
This is Jalen Adams at his best.
Adams and one.
I forgot to mention Chuck Daly on the list of great coaches that simmering, smoldering, erupting.
Shot clock at 5. And Adams from deep, a 3.
How fun is he?
Bell can't handle the pass, and here comes Jalen Adams for the Huskies.
Too hard.
Adams stumbles but gets the bucket.
Bill Hayes, sturdy, strong can be, but who can be the lead player in a championship game?
Jalen Adams, the deep 2.
Jalen
is here for a long time over in Hawaii.
This is where he got his start in television. Wasn't even in sports.
The runner, and Jalen Adams with the bucket.
Neil Edward, Azunia, let's rock, baby. I hope he's going to be able to stay around for the big concert on Saturday night.
Jalen Adams a steal. And slam as Boucher went running by.
Signs of life. Lines on this court. They could, because they do play high school basketball on this magnificent floor provided by John Prater and Prater Flooring.
To the basket, it's Jalen Adams for UConn.
The right length. Outside the three-point line. Guys can't spot up for UConn along that line.
Jalen Adams. I'm going to stick with the favorite, Bill. I like the way that North Carolina has been playing. The spin, and Jalen Adams pulls UConn within 6.
Said no place, Mark Twain said no place changed his life more than when he came here 150 years ago. And he was really the first introduction to Americans. How's that not an offensive foul?
Jalen Adams gets the bucket.
Inconsequential. It wouldn't have happened unless Casey Benson was just fantastic down the stretch. Like that guy right there.
Adams with 27. It's an 8-point game.
Harvard last year, and again got a medical red shirt, so he's back for Joe Jones. Gives them some solid interior presence. Shot clock at 5. There goes Adams. High off the glass and in. First bucket of the game now for Jalen Adams.
Well, UConn's 2 shots.
5 points now for Stephen Enoch, and the quick hands by Vital and a run out. Here goes Purvis giving it up for Jalen Adams, who lays it in. 3-point game. Connecticut has the lead.
Boy, he is just shoving Rodney Purvis right through the floor on the offensive end. Purvis got to stand a lot stronger.
Adams, very big shot for the Huskies.
Syracuse's last contest came up with 19 points, hit 4 of 5 from 3. And as he gets more comfortable, I think he's just going to get better and better.
Adams gives himself a pretty good look and knocks it down.
That's what they need to do.
You know, our strength and conditioning always had us prepared, but probably more drained mentally. You know, we had to get ready the next day for a tough West Virginia team. And
that one hurt.
Now they have 7 to get off a shot. Adams line drives it and he hits it, a 2-pointer. For the Huskies.
Well, you don't want to take too much time. You still have to be aggressive.
Adams, great look and a 3-pointer and a huge shot.
Just that little.
Going to Bryman.
Well, it's interesting seeing that zone right off the tip, and Ohio State didn't do anything in terms of getting the ball inside out. If you want to beat that zone, you either have to beat it with the pass or the dribble drive.
Jump shot on the way and through for Jalen Adams. We'll call his name a lot. 18 points per game so far.
I'd be on the golf course trying to save as much as I could.
Jalen Adams around the defense. You see the talent of Adams on display there.
Look, you have to commit to how you're going to court.
A rebound for Enoch.
Cam's not getting that step into a shot. Love the Euro step. That's beautiful basketball.
Jalen Adams.
Beautiful. I don't know what you can do.
Well, Potter's got a couple of fouls. He's on the floor. He was on the floor, but now Trevor Thompson in the game, and it was Thompson. So now UConn will have a chance to take the lead, headed to the locker room. Vance Jackson, 2 seconds left. Here's Jalen Adams, and UConn does take the lead at halftime. Jalen Adams did it all in this first half for the Huskies. 5 for 6 from the field. He ends up with 13 points. This is a big test. Jalen Adams for 3. Banked it in. 13th season for Thad Matta here at Ohio State. He has been the most successful basketball coach they've ever had as Jalen Adams gets 2 plus the foul with 18 seconds left. So
in Dallas Moore's face as Banks comes up short. Here comes Adams on the run all the way to the 10, and it falls, and Connecticut has opened up a 7-point lead. Jalen Adams now, as far as we're coming up on 7:20 to go in the first half. There's Adams off the bounce, and that's a silky smooth jumper.
That's what happens. You pay a little bit too much attention to Moore, and they have some other guys in Bodicher and Sams that can knock it down.
Sams is 2 of 2 from beyond the arc as Jalen Adams back the other way, kissing in off the window, and a chance.
They're allowing Banks just to free wheel down in the box, and he's made a few of those little jump hooks. They've got to put more pressure on him.
Tough shot in the lane. Jalen Adams dipping under, calling for a foul. Didn't get it, but he finishes at the 10. Purvis giving it up to Adams. 15-footer, nothing but nylon for Jalen Adams.
Arms of the defender on that play, Durham. Adams, sky hook off the window with some nice touch.
Back-to-back possessions, poor defensive transition.
Maybe calming some nerves. Got about 200 from Waterbury who have come about an hour to see him. He lost that ball, and Jalen Adams on the other end lays it in.
Defensive.
Enoch out, Bryma back in. Adams all the way to the hole and an easy layup.
Obviously, Spencer is not Lonzo Ball at UCLA.
No, he's not. Adams straight away, 3, buries it. They're going to need Jalen Adams to start moving here. That's the second 3-pointer that UConn has.
Adams off the curl, back to Rodney Purvis. Shot clock under 10. Adams corner in rhythm. You bet.
That was a beautiful pass. That pass went right over the extended. He had the last one blocked. He said, not this time.
Adams to the rim.
Oh. How about a little acrobatic, huh?
Never got through. Knocked away by Bryma. Adams runs 3 on 2. Jalen Adams to the rim.
Decision maker to get the right shot. Experience matters. Basketball IQ matters.
5 to shoot for Adams. Pull up. Got it.
Right guy, right shot. They're trying to set up Adams. He should not use a screen. You bring 4 people to one spot on the floor. Better off without it.
Adams again with a huge shot.
Here is Purvis, averaging 13 a game so far this year. And Jalen Adams, who has really stepped into a key role with all the injuries this year. Deep 2, Jalen Adams knocks it down. 5.5 on the clock. Comes out to Adams. Adams careening inside with the English off the glass to beat the buzzer and make it a single-digit game. After UConn won all 3 meetings a year ago, UConn playing right down to the buzzer. Adams will lay it in with 5.7 left.
UConn triggers it in. Adams. Well, I'll tell you what, this doesn't look like a team that's 5-9 and 0-3. Kevin Ollie and the Huskies have come up firing. That's one of the reasons UCF opponents are shooting just 32% on the field. How about that in your college years?
And people forget that Olajuwon came. He was a soccer player, and he was taught by a man who got on the ladder, as you were, taught him how to dunk. That's all he could do early on.
Adams goes by fall.
Has not reacted that way so far in Hartford.
Prima, Facey, Purvis had 11 in the first half. We talked about Adams controlling the floor. That's over fall.
USF.
Adams steps inside and hits. That's a 2-pointer.
Far down by 8 early, and UConn has the ball following the miss.
The UConn size is really, well, they're one of the best shot blocking teams in the country. As a matter of fact, year in and year out, they are.
Adams hits the triple. 30 seconds. When leading at the half this year, UConn is just 3-3. Adams, too easy. Was that Adams is very difficult to defend, and he said, how many times does a guy lead his team in scoring as he hits 2 right there on cue, yet also lead the conference in assists? He said that's a very not his night.
Pick and pop, got another good look, Andrew.
Adams coast to coast, and he lays it in.
Understanding where the ball was coming off for an offensive rebound and finish.
6'5", Hoyas. Adams, top of the key. And he stepped into that with confidence. Jackson will inbound it. Adams, hard crossover, frees himself and knocks down the mid-range J.
And he knows it. He ran back on his tippy toes, guys. So when you run back on your tippy toes, that's
step back and take a 3-point shot.
Well, let me explain something. Cleveland Cavaliers did a really good job making a lot of 2-point shots and winning a championship.
Baseline, Adams slashing to the basket, and he lays it up and in. This kid has so much potential. Adams, quick release 3. How about that? He's been the best player on the floor today.
Jalen Adams, cool, smooth, calm, under pressure.
So many legends have played in this motivating head coach at 44 years old. Adams driving, jump hook. Whoa, off the glass and in. Rodney Pryor still trying to find his rhythm offensively. Purvis to Adams. Again, Jalen Adams is on fire. 18 points. Adams with Vance Jackson. Jackson has been quiet. Adams driving, gets to the basket and lays it in.
Flash. So nothing has come easy. Adams, though, on the aggressive drive, finds some space, and he's got his first couple of points of the night.
Jalen Adams coming off a season-low 3 points against SMU, and he gets the roll on that one. Adams sees a lane and takes advantage.
So he's really taking a lot of things and trying to mix things up here.
Good defense by UConn with Brima back in the game. Adams counted and one.
transition. And this is what, when you're playing a team that struggles to score, you got to get back on defense. As I said, not have live ball turnovers and stop them in transition. This is exactly what UConn.
We asked Michael Perry earlier today about trying to shoot out of these walls as Adams will have a chance at 3. And Michael Perry told us he put a greater emphasis on shooting outside of practice this week.
Well, that's a great curl into the lane. No help in the middle of the floor with
Adams and Vital, the 3 players with 2 fouls on a night when UConn is shorthanded once again. Adams, he's now got a dozen.
This is the bait. Great job on offense.
Only 8 minutes in the first half for Washington because of 2 fouls. Adams, 2 more. Jalen Adams feeling it tonight. Carolina not going away here in Hartford. Adams wide open. It's good.
That was more than wide open.
Adams will slow it up. Adams floater gets the roll. Jalen Adams has 19.
Adams around the screen from Facey. Over Guerrero, the 7-footer, and Adams converts. Thorpe is headed to the line after the timeout.
Jalen Adams showing off the behind-the-back pull-up. UConn off to an early start. I think for him, he must not foul. That's been something that has plagued him. He must stay out of foul trouble, in particular with this short bench for UConn.
Did Dikembe ever wag the finger at you?
That was pre-fat finger wag.
From here, knocked out. And here's Vital. Jackson got Fitz off his feet to the corner. Adams a teardrop. UConn with the 4-point lead. Adams sprinting in transition. Another floater for the sophomore in this one. Adams from the corner over Ziegler. A 3.
Well, the effort continues to be there for USF.
Yep. And for Jalen Adams as well. Splitting the lane for 2 more.
Stretch.
Right.
Well, right now, their first 8 minutes, they've been marvelous.
Adams, the teardrop. And remember, Adams, his scoring touches at 8 first-half points. UConn with Adams. Doubles his total with just 1 basket.
Oh, yes.
Nice pass. Play ball met by Brima. Block number 5. Adams with the flush the other way. What a sequence. And the Huskies are down by 2.
Facey with the rebound. Huskies with a chance to close an 8-point deficit. Adams pulls up. His first points of the ball game. It's a 2.
Jalen Adams really playing
almost created another turnover there. Jalen Adams drives. Long right-hander is good. Of course, a lot of history, a lot of banners hanging around this building. Moore throws that one away right into the hands of Jalen Adams. He'll go coast to coast for 2.
They're going to pack in the zone and try to hope that UConn is missing and try to score in the first 5 seconds of the shot clock for the last 5 and hopefully hot from downtown.
Adams knocks down his first look in the corner. Jalen Adams. Brima boards it on the other end. Vital at the rim. Adams in the corner. Second made 3 for Jalen Adams. It is all UConn, 17-1 on USF.
Here we go. Throw it up. The Huskies are rolling. They're running here in Storrs, Connecticut. Nice pass. Adams up and away. Finish by Brima. Way downtown. Adams. They're on fire. The Huskies are rolling in the Nutmeg State. Penetration. Look for an alley-oop for Brima.
Purvis in the paint, kick to Adams. Adams on the receiving end this time of a good look from Purvis.
Kevin Ollie with great zone offense, terrific shooting.
Adams on the wing, knocks down another. 12 made 3s in the game for UConn. Bulls still don't have a made shot 8 minutes into the second half. Purvis finds Adams again. It's just too easy right now for UConn.
Not much of the game, Carter. They're laughing, they're smiling, things are going so well. Nice penetration again by Purvis. Adams with the follow through and the time, bang. The Huskies whirl, we're just passing through it right now.
Chance at a 4-point play with the foul on Bibby.
Nice ball, we got the ball on their own basket, and we had an out of bounds play, and I only think about that bad play for about every 4 days. And they beat us in overtime
by Prima, and Purvis on the run. UConn's second leading scorer with this man, Jalen Adams. Adams at 15 a game fires in the game's first points. Career record at UCF. Turning the corner, Adams spins down this time for the sophomore from Roxbury, Massachusetts. Play a round of golf tomorrow, and I'll meet you in St. Louis for our next game. Adams down the lane, banks it home. Board for Prima.
That sound that you heard was the clock going off. I haven't heard that sound. Very interesting.
Adams knocks one down.
Nice screen.
Looked like it was starting to get out of reach, but Taco Fall has given him some nice energy. Again, he missed most of the first half because of 2 early fouls.
2 minutes total, first half.
Jalen Adams pull up, got it.
Pull up is the right word. He is good at that. Deny everybody.
Shot clock at 7. Adams hangs and hits. Wow. Tough shot.
For defense by UConn forcing that perimeter shot. But the offensive rebounding, that's an emphasis that Memphis has the place. If you just don't want a steady diet of those.
Right.
Adams working hard to get a look, and there's the second field goal of the night. Double teaming, somebody was open. Martin couldn't connect though for Memphis. Adams has been aggressive in this half and continues to be. And Facey, the 5 out there for UConn. Purvis has been very quiet. Adams has gotten a little more aggressive in the second half, taking it to the paint.
Memphis going zone right now.
Yep.
Trying to find a way to stop the UConn perimeter game.
It is Adams. It's a 3. Adams and Purvis stepping up in the second half. Bucket.
Now that's more assertive, but the ball's thrown away.
Adams careening all the way inside with a difficult reverse layup.
Yep.
Florida, Iowa State, they played a really tough non-conference too. Still an 8-point game. Jalen Adams hits a 3, and the lead is down to 5 with 5:08 to go. And on that, it's picked up by Rodney Purvis. UConn shoots for its first lead since the first half. Adams for the lead.
1 minute and 19 seconds, and you talk about shooting a teardrop. He also drew a teardrop from the Memphis faithful.
That was a giant killer in the biggest sense for the sophomore, who has put up 17 in the second half.
I have ever heard about was that guy, Amita Bryant, going off for 40 points in a game.
Right.
It was against Coppin State. A great move there with that left hand up and in by Adams. He's quick.
That's Connecticut. They want to get up and down the floor.
By Bryant. Nothing new there. One of the great shot blockers in the conference. Battle for the rebound. Adams comes up with it, and he knocks it in from close range.
You see this? Yeah, opportunistic. They wanted to be opportunistic in their transition.
Boy, Adams made the shot.
That would have been a pretty good finish for the guy.
Yes.
Wow.
Adams gets an open look. Yeah, he knocks in a 3.
You talk about confidence and skill. That is Jalen Adams.
Purvis will put it in play. Adams here. On the move. Driving it. He got it to go. 2.9. UConn with the lead. Alston airborne at the buzzer. He misses it. And Connecticut has won it. UConn with a terrific finish. Well, you called on Adams, and he delivered.
Well, it's the exact play you expect them to do. And the one thing is, because of where he starts to pick and roll, he's allowed to build momentum. And Fran told his guys, he's dangerous going left. He's more dangerous going right. Well, he burns him going left, Dave.
Jalen Adams clutch and wins it. 64-63. UConn continues to win, and they make it 4 straight.
Well, you had time. You had so much time. You see the disappointment of Fran, and it just a little action out top. He goes off the dribble drive. He's impossible to contain. They pushed him the way they wanted to push him. Give the kid credit. Spectacular look. And there's your opportunity for your Temple. You had used the defensive timeout, so you didn't have time to get the look you wanted. Just a spectacular end for Connecticut.
Alston and Temple had a chance, but Adams capitalized on his.
Cassie McKinney. Opening touch of the game for UConn. Jalen Adams, 15 points a game, floats it up and in to make it 2-0.
Corner jumpers are wide open because they are on purpose out front.
The steal by Adams and the dunk.
The guy sweeping the floor almost took a charge on that one. UConn's got to be ecstatic at this juncture of the game. Up 10 on the road.
Adams slices in.
But Dotson is on him. He's bigger and more athletic.
Adams. He's been quiet. Second half. Spins and floats it in. That'll do it. Houston. Important home win. Adams count the bucket.
In the game. Just such a unique team in so many ways. You mentioned the 6-man rotation. SMU at this end of the floor as Adams hits the little running bank.
What do you want here if you're UConn?
Well, I'm putting Jalen Adams in a high ball screen. Let him go to work if East Carolina stays a man and go from there.
The screen from facing, and Ziggy shows. Adams knocks it down. He is making it rain here in Greenville. Forget about the weather. It's White's causing.
And that's out of the matchup zone that time. Poor communication. The big steps away. But Jalen Adams with the answer again for UConn.
Much better defense from UConn. Adams in transition. The pull-up. Good.
And he is the guy. Score.
Adams, with Johnson's hand in his face, gets a top 2.
On AT&T at the half.
Adams hits the 2.
Even this morning, leaving the court early during their shoot-around practice. But there he goes all the way to the bucket. Well, that's not his typical explosion. That's just talent. Purvis guarding Thorpe. That ball goes off his foot. Right to Jalen Adams. He goes end to end and gets the bucket. 7 to shoot. Adams pulls up. Got the friendly bounce.
Houston getting all the way to the finish line, but can't cross it. They're getting there, but just not being strong enough with the basketball. And here comes Adams.
That's a 2. They've had 4 possessions and turned it over 3 times in this second half. Jalen Adams. Much time is left on the shot clock, too. Adams stops and pops.
And that's bad news for Houston. He is starting to feel it on the offensive end of the floor. This is the man that can take over this game and one of the best in this league, one-on-one, mid-range. Adams.
Anita Brima up off the bench for the Huskies. Lonnie Brooks and Chicken Knowles waiting to check in for the Cougars. From outside, Adams got a 3.
Houston, that was a mistake by Houston.
With a win. Adams. 23 for Rob Gray, the leading scorer in the American Conference regular season. Adams for 3.
Jalen Adams has stepped up big all season long for Kevin Ollie. Coming off that ball screen, Rob Gray got there a little late. 2 of the best right there, having some fun.
Shot makers. Mick Cronin's got to be thinking, I've got shot makers now.
Adams scooping in. That's going to be goaltending. Adams, quick step. Off the window for 2. That was smooth. The towel back to Adams. He is dying to be a factor in this game. Nice reverse.
Oh, man, that's just beautiful basketball. And I tell you, if he sticks on...
So who do the Huskies turn to? Will it be Adams? Yes.
Well, this is the guy they typically turn to at these moments. This is usually Jalen Adams or Rodney Purvis time.
6:20 to go. Jackson. Adams wants the lane. He scoops it up for two.
He is dynamic. He's fearless, and these are the moments he enjoys.
That's amazing. It's a lot of long drives, I'll tell you that. Adams again. That time got it to go and one. So Adams at the line for a three-point play. He scored their last 10.
He rejects the screen, still has to get by two white jerseys, has to put some English on it. And how about this? He gets by Copain and then goes by Brooks. Nice.
31 for 38. A lot of foul shots. Adams drops in the three-pointer.
This is not over. I mean, my goodness, it's 6 points. It's 2 possessions at this point.